Hey, welcome to day 5 of the Feed Your Fire Challenge. If you don't know it already, I'll remind you again. My name is Jenny with an I, and you can reach me at mybodycanbreathe with an E on the end at gmail.com with the subject line Feed My Fire, so I know it's one of my lovely clients, students getting a hold of me. I want to hear all about how today went, your water intake, how it felt to get to know yourself a little bit better in the mirror, and really just how your day went overall. So either email me or write in the comments to keep the conversation going. And without further ado, let's jump into what tomorrow is going to look like for you guys. We are going to continue on with theme. We're going to feed your core beliefs, we're going to feed your creativity, and we're also going to feed your metabolism. The first thing I want you to do tomorrow morning when you wake up is start practicing the following mantra. I want you to say it all day long to yourself or out loud. I want you to say it when you're sitting in your car. I want you to say it when you're driving in your car, when you're sitting waiting for the phone to ring instead of, scrolling through emails. I want you to fill in the spaces because I think that most of us probably suffer from a little bit of overwhelm or anxiety, worry type stuff where we snowball and we let our thoughts get the better of us. And we start thinking, oh gosh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Oh, I'm so tired right now. It's going to be really hard to get to the gym. Or, oh, my kids are just misbehaving and I don't want to deal with it. Oh, how am I going to? And it gets really heavy. And so in all of those places where your brain wants to take you down, I want you instead to lift yourself up by saying the following. I am beautiful. I am worthy of my health. I trust myself. I believe in myself. I am an energetic person. I am going to achieve my vision of health. And you can say any type of variety of what I just said, but I want you to pick 3 affirmations, and I want you to be very, very intentional about adding them into your day all day long tomorrow in the spaces where your brain just starts to think all by itself on autopilot. You're going to take control right back again and you're going to say, I am beautiful. I am worthy of myself and of my health. I trust myself. I believe in myself. And just keep those affirmations rocking. All right. So very important to take control of your thoughts. Okay. That's core belief. Number 2, creativity. Sometimes the growth happens in the spaces. I had a wonderful instructor at one point. His name is Pedram Shojai, and he is, I think, the owner maybe of well.org. I took a class from him a couple years ago now, and I loved what he said. He said, sometimes the growth happens in the spaces between the music. Or in the notes, rather. The spaces between the notes. I'm totally messing it up. I'm sorry, Pedram. But you guys get my point, right? Like, sometimes we need to stop. And we just really need to zone out and take a rest. And so tomorrow, to promote our creativity, I want you to actually give yourself some space. Not space between the next activity and the other activity like we did yesterday. Not meditation. So you're controlling your thoughts, nothing like that. I really just want you to turn off technology and zone out in the silence. And you know what? Close your eyes and take a nap. It's okay. Most of us have to, or feel like we have to take the bull by the horns, right? And just muscle through the day, even when we're in an energy slump, and we just want to prove to ourselves that we can get through the day and we don't need a nap and we don't need to slow down. But obviously that's not the case. We all need to give ourselves breaks throughout the day, especially nothing else once a day. So please consider doing this for yourself. Feed yourself in the spaces. Just relax and zone out on the silence and close your eyes and even allow yourself for a 20 to 30 minute nap tomorrow at some point, okay? And then number 3, feed your metabolism. Guess what? Win, 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 win. Guess what we're going to do today? Or tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Guess what we're going to do tomorrow? We are going to pick our favorite treat. Whatever kind of food that you love, okay? It could be enchiladas. It could be chocolate cake. It could be a Coke. It could be whatever you love to put in your mouth that tastes so good. You get to do this, but only on 3 conditions, okay? First of all, I want you to enjoy each and every bite. Not kidding. I want you to absolutely love your food that you've picked. So I want you to relish in the taste, in the smell, in the texture. I want you to be fully present as you sip your soda, as you take a bite of that cake, as you cut through those enchiladas. I want you to thoroughly enjoy it, okay? Secondly, and I kind of already touched on this, but I want you to be fully present. No distractions. I don't want you to have the kids over on the one side and the telephone over on the other side, or email in front of you, or any kind of worry at all. I want you to be fully present and focused on your food. I want you to eat slowly. I want you to put your fork down, or the can down, or whatever, between each sip or bite. I want you to intentionally decide to take each next drink or bite. So I want you, in other words, to completely enjoy it. No guilt, no shame, no regret, none of that. I want you to take your time. If you don't finish the whole thing, that's okay. You don't have to, but if you do, that's amazing. Congratulate yourself for doing so in a slow and controlled and intentional manner. But I want you to enjoy something for yourself because you deserve it, because you've come along this far, and sometimes we just need to treat ourselves well. And that's not by horking something down in the corner real quick before we get back to work. That means really saving ourselves, giving ourselves some space, and enjoying the food that we put in our bodies, okay? That has just as much to do with good digestion and healthy assimilation of nutrients as it does to eat broccoli or kale or chicken breast. All right, so just really calm yourself down and enjoy. I think I've harped on that enough. If you have any questions about any of the 3 things that we're going to do tomorrow, the first is those affirmations all day long. The second is to give yourself some space, rest, turn off technology, for 20 to 30 minutes, zone out on the silence, or even take a nap. And thirdly, reward yourself with something yummy, something that you love, and don't feel guilty about it. Just do it, and do it with intention, and plan it and love it, okay? So again, if you have any questions or you need to speak with me personally, email is mybodycanbreathe@gmail.com with Feed My Fire in the subject line, or keep the conversation going below here and just give us your feedback and ask questions there, and let fellow folks feed off of you and answer questions as well, okay? With that, have a lovely evening, and I hope you have a fun day tomorrow doing these things for yourself. We'll talk tomorrow night. Bye.